Let's face it, emotions are the enemy of trading success. That rush of excitement when your stock suddenly spikes, or that cold sweat of panic when your portfolio nosedives. Yeah, those feelings absolutely cloud your judgment. More often than not, they lead to costly mistakes. You're watching your hard-earned money, and that anxiety can turn a simple trade into a wild roller coaster ride of fear and greed. It's no wonder so many of us struggle to stick to a plan and end up chasing losses instead of staying the course. Now think about this. What if you could sidestep that emotional chaos? Picture a world where a soulless algorithm takes the wheel while you sit back and breathe easy. Sounds a bit sci-fi, right? But that's where artificial intelligence comes in. AI analyzes data in seconds. Data that would take us hours or even days to digest. Imagine having a trading partner that doesn't get rattled by market swings. A partner that simply executes the strategy you've laid out, without hesitation or second guessing. This could unlock the trading opportunities you've only dreamed of. Here's the deal. AI doesn't feel. No fear, no greed, just cold, hard calculations. Think about it this way. When you panic and hesitate, that algorithm, it's focused, precise, and totally immune to your emotional baggage. It can monitor the market around the clock, snatching opportunities while you catch some Z's. And consistency? With AI in control, it'll follow your trading plan like clockwork. Let's be real, sticking to a game plan is challenging for us humans. We've all strayed from it, right? I decided to put this theory to the test. I coded a bot with everything I've learned from years of trading. I poured in my strategy, my insights, everything that makes me tick as a trader, distilled into a little robot. So let me ask you this, can an algorithm outsmart your intuition in the ruthless world of Forex? Because I'm ready to find out. Buckle up, it's going to be a wild ride. Let's dive into the dark side of automation. The tech setup. Ever found yourself staring at a bot interface like it's a complicated puzzle box with no instructions? Trust me, that's a real confidence checker. I remember my own struggle. Sweaty palms, racing heart, while I clicked submit on settings that felt more like a game of Russian roulette than a trading strategy. Choosing the right broker. It's like picking the best contestant on a reality show. One wrong choice and you can kiss your trading dreams goodbye. Here's the deal. Automation might look glittery on the surface, but dive in and it feels like being thrown into a shark tank. Broker compatibility issues, hidden fees, and nightmares of technical glitches. You've got a recipe for frustration. Picture this. You finally get your bot running, and then boom. Your broker doesn't play nice with the trading platform, or they hit you with a counterproductive commission structure that eats away at your profits. I've been there. As shocking as getting slapped in the face with a wet fish after setting your heart on a fresh catch. Honestly, I often joke about my early days. More trial and error than a science experiment gone wrong. I set my bot to trade, watching excitedly, only for it to sit there like a stubborn toddler, refusing vegetables. Getting lost in that tech trap. It's easy to think it's all just plug and play. Spoiler alert, it's not. You might snag a minor win here and there, but the unexpected challenges, they're lurking just around the corner, waiting to pounce when you think you're cruising. So what does it take to not just set up the bot, but set it up right? When you finally push that big green button, are you ready for the roller coaster ahead? Because let me tell you, once the bot is set to trade, it's all fun and games until the market throws you a curveball. The reality of automated trading, it can make or break you in an instant. Are you ready for what comes next? Trust me, you won't want to miss this. There's a moment in every trader's life that feels like standing on the edge of a cliff, heart racing and palms sweaty. You've hit the go button on your trading bot, but let's be real. Who hasn't felt that gut-wrenching anxiety while waiting for the first trade? It's like peering into a black box, praying it's filled with gold and not disappointment. Can you even sleep through that anticipation? The tension is real. Did I just throw away my hard-earned cash on some algorithm that's going to leave me high and dry? Now here's the deal. The first morning comes and you're glued to that screen like it holds the secrets of the universe. 4 hours tick by, and what do you have to show for it? Absolutely nothing. Your heart sinks. Did I miscalculate? Is this thing even working? You start spiraling into that doubt. But then out of the blue, you get that first notification. Your heart jumps back into your throat. What's it going to be? A leap into profit or a disastrous fall? And yes, that first update hits like a freight train. You hold your breath, half expecting the worst. Maybe it's that gut-wrenching realization that your bot's been sitting there twiddling its virtual thumbs while dollar signs danced in your head. But then, bam! It hits you. There's a trade executed, and you can't tell if it's a thrill or a tragedy. As you wait for the verdict, you can't help but imagine what's about to unfold. Was that moment of silence the calm before the storm? Is it triumph or tragedy? The agonizing suspense builds, wrapping around you like a vice grip. What did that first week bring? Spoiler alert, I'm about to share whether your pride and wallet should rejoice or react in horror. So, stick around. What happens next could reshape everything you know about trading. Alright, let's talk about a moment that could have crushed me, but instead sparked something incredible. You know that sinking feeling when everything you've built starts to crumble. That happened when I realised my trading bot was underperforming. It was like watching your dream project turn into a nightmare. I felt this wave of desperation wash over me. It wasn't just disappointing, it was gut-wrenching there. But here's the deal. Desperation can lead to innovation. I knew I couldn't just sit and sulk. I had to pivot my strategy. Time to dive deep, roll up my sleeves and make some real changes. I revisited every single setting on that bot. Maybe I had to adjust how it responded to market conditions or tweak parameters. I visualized everything differently. What if I adjusted its sentiment analysis? Would it react more fluidly to changes in trends? As I made those adjustments, I felt the shift. It was like tuning a guitar. Twist a string here, a little there, and suddenly it sounds like music. The contrast was striking. Where I previously floundered and faced losses, I began to see breakthroughs. I couldn't believe it. The bot started executing trades with new accuracy. But here's something you need to understand. Adaptability is key in trading. If you're rigid, you'll get crushed. My experience showed me that when you hit that wall, it's not about despair. It's about innovation and finding new angles, new ways to approach the game. This is a lesson you can take and apply to your own strategies. So the next time you're feeling stuck, remember, it's all part of the journey. Will your next move be your breakthrough? Drumroll, please. What I'm about to reveal could be either the goldmine of your trading dreams or a costly gamble that leaves you shattered. I can feel the anticipation building. After weeks of sweat, hope, and sleepless nights, we're here. The moment of truth. Did the AI trading bot live up to the hype? Or did it blow up like a bad science experiment? Let me break it down. We started with $30,000 in the account, ready to kick off this wild ride. I programmed the bot to make moves without me stepping in, like sending a toddler out without training wheels. This was the ultimate test. Could this baby perform without me holding its hand? And when I say it traded automatically, I mean no interference at all. I wanted to see if I could outshine the sleepless nights we spend glued to our screens, grappling with fear, doubt, and that nagging little voice asking, did I make the right call? Now, I know what you've been through. The frustration, missed opportunities and crushing losses, all swirling around like a storm. You wonder, what makes me think I can be different? But consider this. What if this I could pull in profits while you're binge watching your favourite series? The stakes were high, my friends. So here's what the bot did. Over the course of a month, it executed 47 trades across some heavy-hitting stocks like Apple, Google, and Tesla. And yes, the emotional roller coaster, the thrill of winning, and the pitfalls of losing was at play, as always. The numbers flashed before my eyes, each entry and exit like a dance of opportunity and risk. Now let's talk numbers. After all was said and done, the bot pulled in a cool $3,736.50 in profit. That brought our account balance from $30,000 up to $33,736.50. Can you believe that? That's over 74% return in a month. without me touching a single button. But here's the kicker. If we hadn't set that $5,000 cap per trade, well, strap in because we could have blown that number out of the water. I'm talking about a potential gain of over $22,000 in just 30 days. But hold on, don't get too giddy just yet. It wasn't all rainbows and butterflies. The bot faced challenges, especially when the market decided to play hardball and consolidate. Trading isn't all sunshine, folks. We've all experienced that emotional roller coaster, losing streaks that churn your stomach, and wins that make you feel like you're walking on clouds. And here's the thing, the lessons learned could fill a book. Yes, automation is the future of trading. But it's not just numbers or algorithms. It's about managing emotions, keeping your cool, and understanding the market's rhythm. I felt like a proud parent seeing my little bot navigate Wall Street's turbulent waters. But like any proud parent, I wanted to teach it to be better. So where do we go from here? What can we take away from this AI journey? Will you trust in the algorithms or stick to your gut instincts? That's the real conversation. What happened here? Exhilarating triumphs and gut-wrenching losses represents your journey too. Keep asking the tough questions as we navigate the world of trading together. Because remember, it's not just about the dollars, it's about the sense behind them. Stay tuned because the adventure is far from over. Let me tell you something, relying on AI for trading isn't all it's cracked up to be. I went into this thinking I was stepping into the future of trading, only to find myself stuck on an emotional roller coaster. One minute I was riding high with profits thinking, hey, I've got it figured out. And the next I was face-palming at losses that made my stomach drop. The market is a trickster, full of unpredictable fluctuations that make even the most sophisticated bot second-guess itself. Just like you do when you're staring at that red number on your screen, right? Here's the deal. The truth is, trusting AI completely can lead to disillusionment. I coded my bot with everything I've learned from years in this game, thinking it would be my answer. But wait, did I just hand over my hard-earned cash to a glorified calculator? There were moments when I stared at the results, wondering if I'd made a terrible mistake. I felt like I was sitting on a seesaw, some days up, rejoicing over gains, and other days down, questioning every decision that led me to trust a machine over my instincts. Take those moments when I thought I'd found a holy grail of automated trading. The first few trades were on fire. I was ready to pop champagne and boast about my success. Yet like the market, that glow faded when I watched losses snowball. I was left doubting whether the AI could navigate in a world that's anything but straightforward. Did I really expect a bot without a heartbeat to grasp the emotional stakes in trading stocks? So here's the takeaway. While I can do mind-blowing calculations faster than I can blink, it lacks a human touch. That's the beauty and the beast of it all. Think about it. When markets shift due to unexpected news or sentiment changes, does your bot adapt the same way you would? Can it anticipate market mood swings? It's a tough question to ponder. As traders, we have instincts that can be refined through experience. AI. It follows the data, but it can't feel the weight of a recession or the buzz of an earnings report. Look, I'm not saying AI trading isn't worth exploring, but how much do you want to rely on it? Will you let it take charge while you sit back, or stay actively involved, guiding your investments? Those questions linger in my mind long after the profits and losses have added up. As we march into the future of trading, keeping a level head is crucial. Subscribe to Trading Strategist, the new best trading channel on YouTube, and like this video. I'll see you in the next one. Just a reminder, I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for educational purposes only, and any results depend on your own decisions and actions.